Hello, it's Kevin here. Video time again. So, number 18 of our 101 introductions. If you're watching on YouTube, if you've never seen any of these videos before, what we're doing is we're trying to find newly reported IELTS essay questions and topics. Okay, so there's quite a few sites where people post, what the questions were when they come out of a test, a centre, and that's what we're trying to find out. So, what we do is I write a sample essay, which we'll take a look at in a second, and then I invite members of my Telegram group. If you are in it, then you understand how that works. If you're not, link below. You can join it if you wish. So, the internet has become so efficient and popular, many people rely on it for learning. Some suggest that it could replace the use of books as a main source of knowledge for education. Bit of a paraphrase here. You can change it from efficient to efficiency, etc. It's pretty straightforward stuff. Now, let's take a look at my introduction first. The internet's efficiency and popularity has resulted in many people relying on it for educational purposes, which has prompted some to argue that it could entirely replace books as a primary source of knowledge. In my view, while the internet is indeed a valuable resource, it cannot beat the authority and tactile experience of actual books. So let's take a look at the rest of the essay. Now, I'm not going to read it all out word for word. You can do that yourself. So I explain why books were the only authoritative source of knowledge in academia, because they undergo meticulous research, editorial processing, which is not the same as online, where you can get fake news, misinformation, bias, etc. So I say that there's a rigorous academic standard or standards applied to books, and that's why they should be continued with. I also say that the actual experience, that physicality of holding a book, cognitive effects. I mean, when I used to be a student just reading ordinary books, I didn't have to wear these. Staring at a screen, well, you know what that can do. So I'm talking about that and why the cognitive stuff, if you're reading, you're turning the pages, it's an immersive experience. You can write shit down it isn't just like a screen, Anyway, in conclusion, I don't think it's going to entirely replace books in education. So let me get all that on the screen at once. So if you wish, you can pause this, read it later at your convenience. Okay? Now, let's see what some of our members, what they wrote regarding this. Let's have a look. Now, I've already made a couple of comments in the text. Now, this one's good, but that's a very long sentence. I would break that down into two. The actual introduction itself is good, but that's way too long for a sentence. I would cut that into two. Let's see. The second one, okay, that's not bad, but they haven't answered the question. In this one, I agree. Believe it cannot entirely replace books, but this one here, okay, so it's right, but it hasn't told us. Do you agree or not? So that wouldn't really work. Now I had to rewrite this a little bit. You can see another long sentence, right? This is one sentence again. I would break that into two. That's way too long for and overly complicated for a sentence. Now, also, balanced action. I'm not really sure what that means. You would need to explain that. And right, no exploring needed. Don't need it. I just made a video. I'm doing a series of shorts, of PowerPoints, and we've done 2 so far. One for the opening sentence, how to paraphrase the topic. The second one, which I just made a moment ago, which should be available wherever you are, is talking about precisely this, your thesis statement, your main idea. And we don't need any delving, exploring, or anything else. We just want you to tell us, I agree because, I disagree because, in my view, it's good, in my view, it's bad, or whatever. That's what we want. So, that doesn't really work either. It doesn't answer the question. Now, I had to rewrite this a bit. In recent years, has increased to some. This idea has many advantages, but it can't replace it. And then again, you've got another very long sentence. We don't have any harmful beams. I'm not really sure what that refers to, but that needs a little bit of work, I would say. And this last one's okay. Interesting. It's interesting, and it does answer the question to quite a large extent. I disagree. Now, I would probably make that a different, separate sentence, but it kind of works. I disagree. I think books could not completely be replaced, I think you mean, because of some considerable reasons, and obviously you'd have to explain these in the rest of the essay. So, not too bad. So, sentence 1, restate the topic. Sentence 2, answer the question. Right? Do you agree or disagree, and give some idea why? And that's it. That's all that you have to do. It's just that simple. So, I'll put this essay back on the screen for you. The whole thing. You can just about read it there. I think I've got it all on. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I'll pause it there. Oh, what did I forget to do? Best do it quickly before I finish. Disclaimer. This is when it goes on YouTube. Okay, so I keep forgetting that. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, hope that helps. Hope that gives you some ideas how to get going with your essay. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye for now.